In temples also, why do we throw money? We don't even give respectfully, we throw money in the temples. Do you think God needs your money? That Murti needs your money? What will Nirjiva Murti can do with that money or your ornaments or gold? In religion, what we say? God is there, is everywhere. My God is better than your God. The worship I do of my goddess is better than your worship of your goddess. We divide individuals, we divide families, we divide nations, communities based on religion. Spirituality is all about experience, it's all about love. It unites communities, nations. Many citizens can come under one roof and approach spirituality with love. Terrorists have unity. That when tamasic people, terrorists can have unity, why not sattvic? But sattvic people are too proud of their sattvikta. So that is religion, groupism. Spirituality must unite us. Common experience that we dwell in love, we breathe love, we exhale love. We absorb and we ooze it. So spirituality is a lot better because it has experience. The knowledge that God is there is okay, but experience, once it starts backing this knowledge, it becomes substantial. It becomes worthwhile. When I say God is there, it's belief. But when I say with conviction, with experience, backing my knowledge, God is there, then it has a different meaning to it. So experience is great. Every day when we meditate and one experience is better than the other experience, then what happens? Experience at some point will lose its importance. And this is very welcome. We have to, just as move away from religious tendencies, we also have to move away from spirituality, because that is also limiting us only to experiences. Then what comes beyond it? What is beyond experience? When we observe ourselves that during certain mornings, when I become, let's say, angry, my meditations are not good. When I'm happy, when I'm more compassionate, when everything is good, peaceful in my heart, that time my meditations are great. So we move away from this idea of experience. Of course, experience always defines that particular state of becoming improves my experience. When I'm happy and compassionate, jovial, kind, it deepens my meditation. Per contra, when I'm angry, irritable, just because chai was not hot enough or there was too much of sugar, and then you meditate, it will not be as good. So becoming takes over. This is the field of reality. How we tackle the reality with the right attitude, where my becoming is more significant. Then a stage comes, which is only this much: myself versus God. There are only two of us left. We have made long headway within the family and communities. It's not that we don't interact with family. In fact, our interaction heightens to a different level. Though you may not be non-communicable at times, but there is greater communion between each family members if they are meditating well together. When all this thing is transcended, and when we come to this realm of me versus God, in Vaishnava tradition it is called prapanna state of surrender. This reminds us of that relationship that Meera had with Lord Krishna. Of course, Meera did a mischief. She left everything. That was a mistake on her part. That's why she had to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. She got nothing but frustrations all her life. It took a long time before she could have the darshan of Lord. But she could have had it if she had managed well her emotions while being in the palace. It's only about me versus him at that stage. When there is lesser and lesser of me, myself and I, then there will be more and more of him. How to love an invisible entity. Only answer that comes to my heart at this moment is, before marriage, especially with girls, they have not even seen their husband. When they are 8 years old, 10 years old, 15 years old, 20 years old, they have yet to see their husband. They don't know whom they will get married. Yet, they fall in love with the future husband. Even before seeing, they start entertaining. They make a doll and say, "Oh, this is my darling, this is my husband." They fantasize. So, having not seen God in a form, we begin with the known qualities related to God that we have heard so far. And we try to make it a reality by faking about it. They say in English, fake it till you make it. Artificially also, at bedtime, be very genuine about it, be authentic about it and say, "God, I don't know you. Since I don't know you, I don't even know how to love you. But one thing for sure, I would like to know you, I would like to love you. And whatsoever experience you'd like to bestow upon me, I am prepared." And if possible, present such an attitude full of prayers and shed 2 or 3 tears from your eyes and say, "God, I really, really like to feel your presence. And I would like to remain connected with your essence," and see what happens. It is not about reaction of God actually. Love aspect or even complaining aspect or disliking God. It is not about how God will respond. It is all about how our heart melts in the whole process. That melting itself is a great response. Surrendering also. Do you think that when you surrender to God, as Lord Krishna says, "Sarve dharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja," when we completely abide with Saranagati, do you think God will also match that Saranagati? He doesn't have to. Without His love, we would not have been even existing. So the question of responding from His side does not arise at all. It is how we respond true is already given love to us. How we melt our heart, how we take Saranagati. It is the act of Saranagati to the entire existence, not only to God, meaning total acceptance of whatsoever may happen in our life. Be grateful to God and say, thank you, my Lord. Thank you for having created the circumstances. Most of us, they crave for the happiness in the future. Nothing wrong with it. If you had some level of happiness or joy or luxury in the past, let us see if it was X. We always seem to expect incremental. X means sometime, oh, let it be 2x, let it be 3x, let it be 10x. But the wiser people have always reflected on the past. What has made them? If you really want to transform your life for good, see how you have changed in the past, what circumstances were there that prompted you to change your life, your lookout on life, and what you became out of those circumstances. That does not mean that we should pray for miseries and troubles, because they are the only thing that really makes us. But whatsoever come our way, take it and see how you thrive and how you mutate and how you transform your life around those circumstances without fighting. Fighting against a circumstance is never going to help us. In fact, if we fight, we'll keep fighting and not learn anything out of that circumstance. Observe, see what happens as a result of these new circumstances, which may not be so palatable. All these questions of transformation and God's response are around only this: if I love, how much love will I get in return from God? We are always transacting. We donate 10 rupees or 10,000 rupees or 10 crores, and we expect much greater. This transaction must be avoided because it only shows your greed and nothing else. In temples also, why do we throw money? We don't even give respectfully, we throw money in the temples. Do you think God needs your money? That Murti needs your money? What will Nirjiva Murti can do with that money or your ornaments or gold? Nothing whatsoever. But the very act of sharing all that money as well as your ornaments, do you think God will receive in the heavens or wherever He is? If He has a form, He will use it. He doesn't have a form. Who uses all the money that you give and ornaments you throw in temples? Think over it. It goes to the trustees, and you don't even know who they are and how they are spending. Priests, and they live their life apparently so much in a simple way, but do they really? They may be having no shirt, only dhoti as a priest in the temple. But what about the hours when they are not in the temple? Have you seen all those things? So, let's not have any transaction with our worshipable gods and goddesses. Best is to adore, revere, and make that divine life. Instead of moving towards such places, make your life divine. Make your shariram, your body, as a tirtham for God. Then you don't have to run from one tirtha to another tirtha, because you are yourself a noble tirtham. Try to create that within. And heartfulness practices are all geared towards purifying our entire system so that God can make a permanent abode in our heart.